Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with the July romance releases and my TBR for the month. Alright, so again, as always, I can't believe we're already going into July, talking about July releases for the year. I can't believe that we are halfway through 2024. That is wild to me. We're in the last week of June, at least when I'm filming this video, and I just can't believe it. Like, time truly does fly, and I am very excited. I feel like authors are just bringing all of the new releases this year. So I have a full list of new releases. I also have a couple like book club books and like some other books that are just on my priority to get to for the month as well. I'm gonna keep it kind of light, like just kind of focusing on the books that I need to read, either for book clubs or read-alongs, as well as new releases. And then the rest of that, just kind of giving myself the grace and the time to be a mood reader and read whatever I want, do a reread if I feel like it, kind of all of those things. I'm kind of just like in that mood where nothing's really hitting that I'm loving, and so like I'm just going back to rereads because I love that like comfort and joy that I feel from those, and like those ones I know will hit. So that's kind of what I've been doing, and kind of not like super into some other stuff I've been reading, but anyways, it's a whole other topic. So let's get into the books that I plan to read for July. All right, so first up, I am a co-host for the Historical Helens book club, which is a historical romance book club where we basically read historical romances published before the year 2000. And so our July pick is Where Dreams Begin by Lisa Kleypas. Here is this stunning book and the gorgeous step back as well. This is actually one of my favorite Lisa Kleypas books, and I'm so excited. This is going to be a reread for me. Kind of some of our picks for the first half of the year were a bit of a miss for the book club, and so for July and August and kind of through the rest of the year, we just decided, you know what, let's just read authors who we already know we love and like books that we really want to get to. So that's what we're doing. So like I said, this one is a reread for me, but I love it so much. It's one of my favorite historical romances of all time. Obsessed with this one. So this one, we have a hero who is a self-made man, and the heroine is actually a widowed single mom, and so it becomes their romance. They share a kiss and they both feel more, and then she starts working for him, and she kind of wants help with her finances and setting up financial security for her daughter. So her daughter's kind of not in the position that she's been in herself in life, and so he wants help with like learning about society and helping out his sister in society, and they decide to kind of work together. And he's like, well, if you're gonna work for me, you should move in with me, and it goes from there. Love it so much. He is absolutely obsessed with her and her daughter. It's so cute. Can't wait to reread this one for July. Like I said, just kind of like rereading favorites I'm here for. Lisa Kleypas is always a hit. This is a standalone. Definitely join us for our live show. The live show date will be posted on our Historical Helens Instagram page pretty soon. Speaking of Lisa Kleypas, I am doing a Wallflowers read along with a bunch of booktube friends, and I am so stinking excited. This is one of my all-time favorite historical romance series. It's actually, I think, one of the very first historical romance series I ever read. I have reread them many times, and I just love these books so much. So we are going to be kicking off a book a month from July until December. So we're starting off in July with the prequel, which is again the magic for the Wallflower series, and I can't stinking wait. It's gonna be so much fun. So here is the gorgeous cover. And then we have that beautiful step back as well. I am so excited to reread this one and just chat about it with friends, either those who are reading it for the first time or people who are rereading like me. I can't wait. There's a bunch of us co-hosting this. So there is Samantha from Books with Samantha, Tiff from Tiff Talks Pages, Ava from Ava's Romance Books, Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings, and B from Mama Needs to Read Romance. Cannot wait. We're all going to be having so much fun chatting about our favorite Wallflowers. All right, and then kicking off in July, which I'm so excited for, which if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw this post a few days ago or last week by the time this video goes up. But Tori and I announced that we were doing a book club together kicking off in July. So Tori from Live a Novel Life, I think on Instagram, and Novel Life on YouTube. Her name's a little bit different on both. So yeah, our book club name is Leave It to the Pros, which I am so here for and laugh and giggle every time that I say it and hear it, and I'm just so stinking excited. So yeah, our first book that we're going to be reading is Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. This one I'm very excited for. It's been on my TBR for about a year, like when it first came out. This one I believe takes place in 15th century China, and I believe it follows like women in the medical kind of field or things like that. Very excited to get into it. Definitely let me know if you've read this one. I've heard great, amazing things, so I'm excited to check it out. So yeah, our book club live show, we'll have like a book a month, and then we'll do a live show. So our first one's going to be on July 24th, and we'll figure out whose channel it's going to be on closer to that. But yeah, that is the date. So definitely let me know if you're going to be joining us. We are so excited to be starting the Leave It to the Pros book club. So those are all like the priority have to read for read-alongs or book clubs or all of those things. And now I'm going to get into the new releases. So I have my list here and I have a ton to talk about. So we're just going to get into them. First up on July 1st is Hold Me Until Morning by A.L. Jackson. This is the, I think, the 4th book in her Time River series. I am so excited. I love this series so much. I actually have an arc of this one, so I need to get into it probably this weekend and start it, and I can't wait. On July 2nd is The DM Diaries by Tegan Hunter. This one I actually have an audio ALC of, so I need to get into that one again, like immediately, probably today. Very excited to check this one out. I really enjoy Tegan Hunter's when I'm just in the mood for kind of something light and fun and all those things, and so this one sounds like just a fun time. All right, and then on July 9th, we have a novella. So this is Seas and Greetings by Sierra Simone and Julie Murphy. This is a novella, part of their, is it Christmas in Notch or something, whatever that name of that series is. This one is a novella part of it. I've read all the books and novellas in this series, and I just have a fun time with them. They're especially fun on audio, so I'll probably grab this one from my library as well and just get into it. So yeah, July 9th for that one. Also on July 9th is The Next Best Fling by Gabriela Gamez. Hopefully I said that name right. I believe this is a debut from this author, possibly. This one sounds like such a fun time. First of all, I love the cover. The series is called Librarians in Love. I think the synopsis for this one is that the hero and the heroine, they both had their hearts broken by their first loves, and so they decided to go into this like no strings attached relationship together, and it kind of goes from there, and it sounds like such a fun time. All right, so I was just reading the synopsis, and oh my god, I'm so excited. So it says that the heroine is a librarian, and the man, the hero that she gets with, is her ex's older brother, who is also in love with his brother's fiance. Oh my god, so messy and complicated, and like brother's ex? No, ex's brother? I'm totally here for this one and so excited. Yeah, debut. Very, very excited. All right, also on July 9th, another one I'm very, very excited for is The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. I love everything that Lana Ferguson has written. She seems to do like different vibes and tropes every time, which I absolutely love. So this one is a hockey romance. The heroine is a baker. In the past, she's done paranormal, wolf shifters, Omegaverse, fake dating. She also did a contemporary with Single Dad and Nanny. Later in the year, she's having a monster romance. So like she does all of my favorite things. So I'm here for it. So yeah, The Game Changer, I am so excited for. I have an audio ALC of it and I need to get into it. You guessed it, immediately. All right, and then on July 10th is Mad Love by Willow Astor. This is a first book in a new series from this author, Small Town. Really love the cover. I'm very excited to get into this one. Also on July 11th is Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. I think this author's name is said differently. I've heard it pronounced like 4 different ways in the past week, so I don't know which one is correct. So that's just how I know them, so that's what I'm going with for now. This is the 4th book in their sports romance series, and highly anticipating this one. I cannot wait. Also on July 13th is a new one from Ruby Dixon. So this is Romancing Remeb, I think is how you say the hero's name, possibly. Could be totally off base on that one. This is the 3rd book in her Ice Planet Clones series, which is a spin-off from the Ice Planet Barbarians and the Ice Home series. I love Ruby Dixon books and I love the series. So yeah, this one's out on July 13th. And then on July 15th is supposed to be Between Fear and Favor by Jess Wisecup. So this is the 3rd book in her fantasy romance series. So I read Between Wrath and Mercy. I read the 2nd book as well, but the 1st book I love so, so much. So I'm very excited to finally get to this 3rd book because it's been pushed back, I want to say like a year. So I think it's supposed to come out in July, but we shall see. Either way, I'm excited for whenever it is ready and comes out. This is definitely a fantasy romance series you have to read in order because we're following the same kind of couple and characters throughout, like it's their continuation of a story. But anyways, very excited. On July 16th is The X Vows by Jessica Joyce. I have read 2 books now by this author. I think I read the full-length book as well as a novella that she did, and I loved both. So I'm very excited for this new one. I think I have the library hold out for it already, so I can't wait. A lot more on July 16th. So we also have Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. This one, we'll see if I get to it or not. I really didn't love her first book, which was Forget Me Not. Like that one was just okay for me. I think I gave it 3 stars. So we'll kind of see what people think about this one once it's out. Maybe I'll do like an audio hold. We shall see. Also on July 16th is The Best of All by Carla Sorensen. This one, again, we'll see if I get to it because the first book in this series, I think it was like The Best Laid Plans. I didn't love it a ton. It was kind of like more women's fiction-y. So we'll see if I get to this one. I might just like wait and see what other people think. And then another for July 16th. Like I said, we have a couple more July 16th to go. Like this is a very full book release day. So we have Business Casual by B.K. Borison. This one is so excited for. This is the 4th and I think final book in the Love Light Farm series. Each one kind of does a different season. So excited. This one I've been like anticipating for a very long time because she ended up getting picked up by Berkeley. So she had traditional publishing. All of her other books were re-released traditionally. And so this book has been kind of out there waiting forever. So I'm very excited to get into this one. I love every book in the series so much. I think this is one of my like 5-star predictions for myself for the year. So I can't wait. I have an arc of it and it's just like sitting on my Kindle waiting for me to get to it. All right. Also on July 16th is Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman. I believe this is her new YA one. So we'll see if I get to it. I might do like an audio hold if the audiobook comes out anytime soon. I'll have to check on that one. So that is that one. I really love Jennifer Hartman though, so I'm excited for a new one from her. Then on July 16th, we have two more. So first up is The Baller by Lulu Moore. I'm very excited for this one. The Third Baseman, the first book in the series, is one of my favorites, which was a second chance baseball romance. And this third one in the series, I'm excited to get to as well. I recently caught up with reading book 2, and so I am here for it and ready to get back into a baseball romance. All right, and then the last one I think on July 16th is The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. This one is actually a surprise that it's on my TBR because in the past I had said I was kind of over Tessa Bailey's books, like they weren't hitting the same for me anymore, but I did end up reading A Fangirl Down because so many people told me, like, read that book, it's actually really good, like also from people who are kind of not feeling her recent releases, and so they're like, this one was like a surprise hit, read it. I did, I loved it. It was one of my like surprises of the year because I did end up enjoying it, and so this is the second book in the series. Kind of the characters and all that were introduced in that one, so I'm very excited to actually try this one out. I believe I have an audio hold in the library for this one as well. All right, now on to July 17th. So we have Wrote Me In by Kayla Grouse, and this one, I believe it's her newest like cowboy western romance. I really love the cover on this one with the heroine with like the purple tipped hair, just like is calling to me. So we'll see if I get to this one. I've read this author's last few releases and novellas, so we'll see if I get to this one as well. And then on July 18th is Asking for Trouble by Gianna Darling. So excited for this one. I believe it exists in her Fallen Men series, which I absolutely love and have read all the books, and I'm very excited for a new one in the series. Love the cover reveal for this one, like both the author and the discrete cover. I am here for both. I'm obsessed with the colors and like the vibe of it all. I can't wait. All right, on July 19th, this one I will be getting an ARC for is If You Give a Billionaire a Bride by Anne Einerson. I've read both of the books that this author has put out. She had like a holiday novella and then she had a full-length book as well. I loved both, so I'm very excited to read this new one as well. I'm just like in my era of Billionaire and Marriage of Convenience and getting these brides like just give those books to me right now. All right, also on July 19th is Walk Off Wedding by Maren Moore. This is the third book in her baseball romance series. So excited for this one as well. The cover, stunning, obsessed. Home Run Proposal is one of my all-time favorites. I love that book so much and cannot wait to continue on with the series. And then also on July 19th is Dawn of Flames by Tessa Hale. This is the third and final book in her Dragons of Ember Hollow series, and I am so ecstatically excited. I cannot wait. This series is everything. I read the first book at the beginning of the year, like in January, and it's still one of my favorites of the year. This is a Dragon Shifters, Why Choose, paranormal, kind of like romantasy vibes series, and I'm obsessed with every single hero and how different they are and their relationship with the heroine. So excited to finish out this series because if you've read Tessa Hale, then you know that each book ends on a cliffhanger, and so you're just like anticipating that next release. So yeah, Dawn of Flames out on July 19th. On July 23rd, we have Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. This one I believe is F1. Love the cover and the vibe. I think I grabbed this one like on Libby as well, put an audio hold out for it. Very excited to get to it. July 25th, we have Playbook by Rebecca Jinchak. I am dying for this book. The cover, like I just love this cover. Like the colors of it, the vibe of it, like I'm just here for it. And I absolutely loved the first book in the series, which was Burnout, and I just can't wait for this new book. The tropes, like everything, I'm just like here for all of it. So yeah, July 25th for that one. Also on July 25th is Best of the Best by Emily Silver. This is the newest, I think third book, possibly third book in her hockey romance series. She always delivers on just like low angst, quick, fun reads, and so I'm excited to check this one out as well, and I just love the colors of the cover on this one. On July 26th, this one was recently announced, like with a release date, I should say. So this is The Waiter at Table 6 by Nikki Castle. I love Nikki Castle. Every single thing that she writes, I read and devour and love it so much. This is a new novella from her, or like a little short story, which I am here for. Kind of similar to her Stranger in Seat 8B that she had a couple years ago, so I'm here to continue on with some fun times from her. So that's July 26th. Also on July 26th, we have Meant for Love by Natasha Madison. This is the, I think, third book in her hockey romance kind of spin-off series. And I really enjoyed book 2. It was very like angsty and emotional. And so I'm excited to see what she does with book 3. So yeah, I can't wait for that one. I think she's sending me an audio ALC of that one, and so I'm excited to get to it. And the next one for July 26th is one of my anticipated ones. So it is Where We Ended by Ashley Munoz. This is the fourth and final book in her Stone Riders MC series. I've been obsessed with this entire series so much. It's like small town, but also MC. The tropes, the characters, I've been obsessed with them, and I cannot wait for this last and final book. We've been hinted at the couple for the entire series, and like I'm just like, ugh, I need their book right now. On July 30th is a new book from Penelope Douglas, and I am so excited for this one. So this is Five Brothers. I think this is kind of a spin-off or exists with some of the characters that were featured in Trist 6 Venom, which was another release from this author a few years ago. So it's been a while that this book has been hinted at or kind of like talked about. I believe it's supposed to be kind of almost Why Choose, but it's not Why Choose. I think there's like multiple love interests, and I believe they end up with just one person in the end, kind of similar to Credence, but we shall see. Either way, I love Penelope Douglas and read all of their books, so I'm very, very excited. That one is, though, like I said, on July 30th, so that might be read immediately that day, or it might like go into August, we'll see. Also on July 30th is Our Little Secret by QB Tyler. I love all of QB Tyler's books when I'm in the mood for just like something sexy and fun and addictive and just like quick and entertaining. She always delivers on the steam and the forbidden, so I can't wait. I've read all of her books, and this one, it sounds so good, out on July 30th. All right, so those are all the books that I plan to read and get to in July. Like I said, most of this was new releases with just a couple of book club reads and read-along reads, because I just kind of want to read whatever I want to read whenever I want to read it. So we'll see how that goes. I cannot wait to get to all of these. Let me know in the comments if I missed any other like July new releases that you're excited for. If you plan on picking any of these up as well, definitely let me know in the comments. If you'd rather leave me an emoji in the comments instead today, let me know that you watched this video. Maybe leave me like the side-eye emojis, like the eyes looking over there or whatever, because I'm wearing my Novel Grounds shirt, which is a collab with Catherine Cowles. So it says trust no one, suspect everyone, which is so the vibe for Catherine Cowles' small town romantic suspenses, where you're kind of like side-eyeing and looking at every single character and thinking they're the bad guy. So yeah, definitely do those side-eye emojis in the comments. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one.